Is it possible to turn a painful failure into positive energy that pushes you to make noticeable progress? The response depends on the angle from which you are seeing this collapse. You see it as a regular event or a setback that bounds your reactions. 'Cause here is one truth: everyone could fail. It's evidence, not an option. Another problem is that you've allowed a failure to define you, to become your identity, not to improve you, not to move you forward. Today, we're going to discover together the hidden secrets that can turn a failure into a useful power to rebuild your confidence. Why does the failure trap catch you easily? Failing is not good enough. It's a normal feeling. Everybody dislikes it. When you fail, you feel more frustrated and disappointed. That moment, your brain translates that disappointment into hidden embarrassment. That is why this kind of feeling pushes you to blame others and to make them the guilty number one. Or else it pushes you differently by telling yourself, "I'm not good enough at this," or "I'm not fit for that." That is why this failure trap easily catches many people. When you begin showing your fear of that sting, you get eager to protect yourself, and you stop taking on any new challenges. Let's be clear, it's a standard tool of safeguard, but it encloses you hastily. Look around you, the people who show success and growth in their lives. They feel the same pain, but they act differently. They don't see failure as a final battle. They see it as a second chance to restart. Redefine the failure. It's not the end of the world. It's a step on the road. It's time to take control, to shift your vision, and to see failure as an amount of facts that fortify you, not as a sum of setbacks that weaken you. That is called a growth mindset. It is a positive mindset. It's the conviction that you can go beyond any undesirable outcomes. You can develop your abilities and rebuild your self-confidence. This belief is vastly different from a fixed mindset. It's a negative mindset, where your innate ability is the unique feature that enables you to move and act. Owning a positive mindset allows you to believe that a failure isn't a judgment that lessens you, but it's just feedback that gives you a second chance to go up. So, start to rebuild your mindset optimistically, and let failure teach you how to get a mindset that can turn a failure into positive energy. Suppose you want to get the mindset that turns painful energy into a positive one. You must change the way you react to the unachieved attempts, because learning from failure is the first step you must take. Put into practice these tiny steps that turn failure into fuel. First, you have to think logically, not just think deeply. Step back from that emotional vortex of failure fears and start thinking wisely, analyzing what happened prudently. 'Cause when you reflect deeply, you'll feel stuck in that sad emotion, which lets you make loads of unclear explanations and assumptions. So, shift your focus slightly and begin asking those critical questions. What can I learn from those setbacks? What can I improve on myself for doing the future challenge? This simple shift pushes you to get out of a defensive zone and come into a zone of logical judgment and reasoning. Second, reframe failure as a learning event. If you want to let a setback improve you and refine you, not define you, choose to have a positive mindset. Then, start to reframe the statement of failure by saying, "I learned from this," rather than saying, "I failed," because a failed project isn't your personal identity. It's just an event. The only successful people practice this mastermind habit. So, don't hesitate. Start seeing the failure as a helpful experience that helps you to avoid what you can avoid in your future mission. Third, rebuild your confidence. It's evident that after each significant setback, you feel unconfident and unsure of yourself. In this case, your confidence is starting to shake slightly. The best way to rebuild it is to make a small win. So set a small, new goal. Let's be clear. Don't let the luck outline what you want to achieve. Most people who are truly confident don't work by chance. They know how to manage their objectives. They break their big ambitions down into tiny, doable, measurable steps. They don't waste time explaining themselves to others. They execute and they focus on what matters. So break your big tasks into small, manageable pieces, and begin with the most urgent one. Creates momentum and produces a positive energy that shifts your focus from dwelling on past setbacks to taking future action. So you need no more than a focus to master this tiny habit. Keep in mind, failure can hit anyone anywhere, and at any time. That's not a choice, but extracting lessons from it is a big challenge. Ask yourself that question. Are you letting failure teach you? Or are you letting it ruin you? If you want to turn failure into positive energy, hold tightly to the mindset that pushes you forward positively, because failure isn't a final battle. It's an event to clean your depressing thoughts. Start to practice, even if it seems complicated, first, but it becomes easier over time. So, start. Thank you for watching. If you want more strategies for building resilience and self-esteem, hit button notification. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, keep growing wisely.